My name is Jose Juarez. My parents first immigrated to the United States about 24 years ago and then ultimately moved up here to Dallas. I think I had a pretty stable home life considering when we first moved to West Dallas, it wasn't necessarily what it is now. There was gang activity. A couple of our neighbors were actually drug dealers and would sell out of their homes. Both my parents have worked throughout their lives. We never really went without. We always had what was needed. All that hard work determination to try and give us a better life than they had. The first time that I came into Wesley-Rankin, I was like 3 years old, and my entire family had been pretty involved with Wesley-Rankin. My elder brother, my older sister, then myself, and my two younger brothers. One of them is still going through Wesley-Rankin in their high school program. Whenever we weren't at home, we could be at Wesley-Rankin. Wesley-Rankin provided a supervision for us so that we wouldn't have to be at home alone. They knew we would be safe, taken care of, and if need be, they would feed us a meal or a snack just to get us by until we got home to our parents. A lot of my friends, a lot of their families, they all came here. Wesley-Rankin was kind of a common place for all these people in the community to gather, whether it stems from their grandparents came to the senior program, or they have siblings who came to the after-school program, or they experienced the summer program. Those people who I met when I was 8 years old, we're still friends now that I'm 24. Our bond kind of got stronger through Wesley-Rankin because we followed the same path. Just a huge family unit within West Dallas who grasped to Wesley-Rankin as a support system. My godmother is Catalina Juarez. She was at Wesley-Rankin with me as well. She has been living in West Dallas in the same home since the 60s. She's seen a lot of what used to be West Dallas and what currently is West Dallas.
I've been with Wesley-Rankin since 1965. They were helping us, and they were part of this community, and the community was getting part of Wesley-Rankin. The kids are growing up, beginning to be teenagers. They have something constructive, somebody that shows them this activity is better than what you think you're going to be doing in the streets. I think that starts to mold a child to be a better citizen.
She's always been a figure in our family. She's been there when we needed a place to stay. Always invited us over to host holidays. Such a huge part in my life and in my family's lives.
There's a drive in me that wants to help, wants to do things for other people, not just my family. I want to go out of the circle of my family to help somebody else. They need to be somebody to interpret for them. Or there's something that they don't know, the resources for them to get help. I will do that, I will do that.
My parents have always pushed me to pursue my education. I was the only one eligible to kind of go to college, and they wanted me to take advantage of that opportunity. People here at Wesley-Rankin, the interns that I was interacting with, they kind of put me on the idea of going to college. So they provided me with the resources to prepare for college, which is probably something that I wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't for Wesley-Rankin. My first semester was definitely the hardest school I've ever faced socially, academically. I guess I couldn't really make new friends. I just kind of isolated myself. I reached out to interns that I had met here and kind of asked them for advice, asked them how they made it. I was able to get that guidance and get that motivation to stick it out and pursue my education. One of my friends who I met there at college put me onto social work. I really enjoy helping people and interacting with people who are going through some type of struggle. And that's kind of how I fell into the social work field. I work at an organization called Youth 180, working with at-risk youth or youth who have already started the path of using drugs or narcotics or anything like that. Doing all of that work and being involved with my community, it really inspired me to do more. I will be going to graduate school for my master's in public policy this upcoming year. So in 2 years, when I finally get my master's degree and I'm able to stand in front of City Hall, it means that I'd be able to work towards change, not only for the community where I grew up in and the community that my parents currently live in, but the city of Dallas as a whole.